Hey guys, it's your boy Bardatus out here with a brand new deck list video. So this one's a little different than what we've done before. As you could probably tell from the title, it is not a Red Eyes video. Well, at least not primarily a Red Eyes video. Actually, no, it's not even a Red Eyes video. My bad. But this deck is something that I've been cooking in the lab for a minute after YCS Vegas, which we did almost make second day for our team. I don't know if I ever said that I was going, but we did go to YCS Vegas. I met a lot of really cool people. Shout out Syriac, shout out Team Sam, like a bunch of really cool people. Akemi, MBT.TV. I even saw Nesh there. It was pretty cool. I think I saw Nesh. It looked like Nesh. The branded guy. Either way. I saw a lot of really cool people that I really enjoy. I even got a card signed from Syriax himself. I can show you guys right now. I decided to get the Winged Dragon of Ra signed. I don't know if y'all can see it, but he signed it right there. Really hype. It was really cool to see. And I did have Sam sign a card too. I had Sam sign Flame Swordsman type, you know. Shoot. Oh my gosh. So sorry about that. But I did have Sam sign Flame Swordsman. Considering Sam always, he always makes Flame Swordsman videos. So I figured it'd be a fitting card for him to sign. But either way, that was my YCS experience was pretty fun. We made it to round 7 of the first day. We were so close to finishing. So close to actually making it to the second day, but unfortunately we were unable to. So I'm taking a little break from Red Eyes Bystial or Red Eyes Primite for a minute. This deck is actually going to it's completely new. It is completely new. Something completely different you guys have ever seen me play before, and roughly, I think it's pretty good. I'm still working out the kinks of the deck, obviously, but it is a 42 card deck. I seem to always run 42. I don't know why. I just always seem to do that. Yeah, let's get on with the deck profile, shall we? So, I also got a brand new playmat at the YCS. That was pretty cool. I'm not a judge, no. But, yeah, that's my little update on my life and my Yu-Gi-Oh! Adventures. Hopefully, really excited to do YCS Anaheim in October. It's going to be really cool. And a couple regionals here and there. Gonna go check it out. But yeah, if you guys are going to be at YCS Anaheim and want to say hi, it's your boy Barditis. Let's get it started now, shall we? This deck's really interesting and special. So I hope you guys are excited as I am to announce. So the first part of our mystery engine, I have the Horus engine. So of course, this is one of my favorite engines of modern day. I love the Horus cards. I think they're super cool. We're running 3 Mseti. So Mseti is basically the main starter for the Horus engine. You pitch him and another card in order to search King Sarcophagus and then draw 1 card. This card really sucks if it gets ashed or drolled, but either way. Actually, droll doesn't really hurt if you've already gotten King Sark, but it really does suck to get ashed on this card because then you're -2 and you're like, damn, instead of going even. But it is one of the best starters of the deck. Usually they aren't going to ash the Mseti, or if they we have ways to bait the ash. That's all I'm saying. Either way, the 3 Mseti, and I run 1 happy for the monsters of the Horus engine. I would run Queb or Queb. I think Queb Senuef. I forget how you pronounce his name. I'm Egyptian, and this hurts me that I can't actually. Let me pull the card. I have the card around here. It's too far away. I had my binder close by so I could see the Syriac signed card, but unfortunately, I do not have the Horus. I was looking at the Horus cards recently, actually, and I don't have them right now on me. But yeah, so I'm not running Queb Senuef or Dumatef. But I am running Happy and Mseti. These two are really good. This one's Recursion. And this one is an interruption if they send any cards on your side of the field. It's a very reactive engine, not a proactive engine. So the rest of the engine, I like to say, is really good for interacting with your opponent to kind of help mitigate all their all their interruptions. Continuing on, we are running 2 King Sarcophagus. I know some decks have been running 3, but I feel like 2 is just really good. It's searchable, it's recurable, it's in general just a really, it is the main card that gets these 3 cards going, and in general, it is because you need this card on field to special these cards from grave. So in general, it is really useful. However, I've just been seeing lists run too, since like I said before, it is very recurable with Happy, and with Imseti, it's searchable. So it just really helps to have only 2. It's not really a 3 of in the deck. I might change up the number, who knows. Basically, these guys can special summon inherent summons. They are not chainable, so you cannot, let's say, actually, I can't really, there's not really an option. I mean, you can't really Caesar these cards, like the rank 6, High Wave King Caesar, you can't Caesar them, because it's just an inherent summon. It's kind of like a Bystial Lubellion. But that is the Horus package. It's a tiny little Horus package. It's nothing crazy. It's just a little rank 8 engine. Gets us into some rank 8s, and it's also gets us into pretty good beaters. Board breakers. King Sark is a board breaker in its own right. You get to send any card on the field you want when you're, well, you can attack with a Horus monster, and then in damage steps send a monster on the send that monster to the grave. So it's pretty useful. It's non-target removal. If they manage to let you go into damage step. A lot of people forget about that effect, actually, and I got it off last locals I was at. I haven't been to locals in a minute because I am doing a lot of stuff that takes up my time when it comes to locals, but in general, these cards are my Horus package. The next package I am running, it's a tiny little package as well, mostly because I don't have the money for the cards that are coming out that I'm supposed to get for this, and I also don't know if this set's going to get hit. Spoiler warning. I'm running in a Fiendsmith package, so I have 1 Fiendsmith engraver. That's what I mean when I say I don't have enough money. These are like $80 cards, I think, from the time of recording this, and I'm pretty broke. So Fiendsmith Engraver is just a 1 of in the deck. I've been managing to, hold off with Fiendsmith Engraver at 1. Of course, I would love to have 2. I think 2 is the sweet spot for the deck. But 1 is pretty good. Basically, this card, if you don't know Fiendsmith Engraver, but I mean, anyone who knows the meta probably knows what this card does. Fiendsmith Engraver allows you to, basically, you can discard this card and 1 Fiendsmith spell trap. Not bad. Usually you're searching a different card for this card. And then if he's in the graveyard, you can special summon him by sending a light fiend to deck from extra deck. And then if you have an equip card equipped to this card, you can you can discard that equip card and then send one card on the field to the graveyard. The next Fiends of the card, I'm running 1 Lacrima. This card, basically, when this card is normal special summon, you may send a Fiendsmith card to the graveyard. Usually I like sending Engraver. It's pretty good. Get some in circulation if you haven't already. Or sometimes you just don't even use effect because I only have 1 engraver. Usually you want to send like Fiendsmith in Paradise, but I do have that card. I just haven't really wanted to use it. I don't know. I don't have enough engravers to make it worthwhile, I feel. But yeah, I'm running 1 Tract. Oh yeah, and then if there's a, sorry, let me backtrack. If there is a Fiendsmith Link monster in the graveyard, you can shuffle this card back in the deck on your opponent's turn. Quick effect, special summon that Fiendsmith card. It's pretty good. Fiendsmith Tract. Basically, you can search your deck for any light fiend and then discard 1 card from your hand once you search. And the card you're most always searching is Fabled Lurry. It basically goes hand in hand with the Fiendsmith engine. It is a free special summon on Fiendsmith Tract's discard. Basically, search that card. Since it is a light fiend, you search Fabled Lurry, and then when this card is discarded, you basically special summon it. So this card also works in conjunction with Imseti. So these two can work together because you discard for Imseti's effects. You discard Imseti and 1 card you control. So you basically can make that work if you have Lurry in hand, because usually Lurry is a brick in hand. But Imseti works really well with Lurry. Yeah, that's the small little Fiendsmith package that we are running. Sorry, I actually hit the tripod. My bad. I think y'all know at this point. Oh, sorry. That's the tiny little Fiendsmith package we are running today. Continuing on, we are running another engine. Sorry, I can continue with the Fiendsmith package. These cards are really powerful right now. They are really consistent. I know it's only 4 cards. Right now, I've only shown like 10 cards out of the 42 card deck, and I'm like, oh, this deck's super consistent. But it's true. This deck is incredibly consistent. And here comes the majority of the package. We have ourselves in the next group. I'm running an Adventure Engine, so I'm running 3 Water Enchantress. Also, a really good card to pair with Engraver is Water Enchantress, because this card can be discarded or banished from graveyard or hand. So discard with Engraver, and then you get basically your free banish off of Water Enchantress. That's pretty solid, in my opinion. Honestly, a really solid card. Being able to just banish off discard is pretty good, because it also makes whatever Imseti discards not neg. So these 4 cards really just work super well with this one. And also Happy. You know, there's like 5 different cards in the deck that kind of work really well. Engraver could also work if you already have Tracked in hand. Like, a lot of cards work well with the Imseti discard with this deck. So it's kind of where I'm at when it comes to like the deck's consistency and cohesiveness. They're kind of working around the Imseti discard, or just in general, like working alone, like Enchantress alone. This is really good. We were running 3 Rite of Airsimir. Basically, this is what you search off Enchantress. If you banish Enchantress, you get to search for Rite of Airsimir, which lets you, on activation, place 1 Fateful Adventure. And you also get to place an Adventure token. So while you control an Adventure token, Fateful Adventure, you get to search Wandering Griffin Rider, and while you control an Adventure token, you can special summon Wandering Griffin Rider as a quick effect, and he has an Omni Negate. I'm sure a lot of people know the Adventure Engine at this point, and we are running 1 Draco pack. So that's the Adventure package. It's pretty solid. Works out well for me. It's a good Omni Negate. Helps protect the deck from Nibiru, because the deck is really susceptible to it. With Fiendsmith package, you're usually summoning like 6 times. You got 2 summons here. You have a summon on right. You have a summon on Wandering Griffin Rider. That's way more than 5. So, yeah. Mr. Griffin Rider really does help with the deck. Keeping the deck from losing really bad to Nibiru, because that is the deck's biggest weakness is Nibiru. Sorry, I'm recording this really late at night. I've been fighting with my software. I'm trying to upload the next episode of Pokemon, by the way, but I'm fighting with my software, and it's been really pissing me off. I actually had a whole episode recorded and everything, but the audio was fucked. So now I gotta film another episode and then basically do a little recap at the beginning of that episode. So yeah, sorry. Either way, this is the Adventure Engine. Pretty solid in my opinion. It really does get the job done. It's an Omni Negate. Basically, you're doing all this for an Omni, and you also have a target bouncing with Drago back. If it's equipped to an Adventure token, you can target 1 card in the field and bounce it back to hand. So it's also a bit of a board breaker in certain circumstances if you already have a decent board presence. Okay. The next engine we are running is a tiny little Bystial engine. So I got 1 Lubellion, I have 1 Magnemite, I have 1 Druisworm, and I have 1 Baldrake, and I have 1 Regained. I am not running Serenir because I hate that card. Low-key, Serenir is my least favorite of all of the Bystials. Back when I was running Red Eyes, I only drew Serenir. So I was pretty sad that I was completely screwed in some duels at the YCS because I kept just drawing Serenir, which sucked. But either way, this is our tiny little Bystial package. It does the job. It does the job well. Why are you reading Bystials? Bystials are really good this format. Bystials are super good. They stop Ryzeal Fiendsmith. They can stop Mitsurugi. Not Mitsurugi. They can't stop Mitsurugi, but they are really good against Ryzeal Fiendsmith, and that's the best, like the most popular deck right now. They're also pretty good against just Ryzeal in general. I think Mitsurugi, they're decent, but yeah. And also they can not stop, but they can also handle Malice a little bit. They're not like a deal breaker for Malice, but they can stop Malice. Not stop, but like, you know, Brain or Regain can stop Malice. Straight up. But any Bystial except for Lubellion is really good against Malice. Well, not really good, but they're decent against Malice. If they've already done their banish summon, they run out of summons. You know, it's pretty nice. Pretty nice. I do like the Bystials. And you might have noticed a little something if you notice the deck. So I have level 6 dragons, level 8 dragon. I have a level 6 fiend. So we're, you know, I might as well run a little Metamorph package. So mostly not. So yeah, I'm a Red Eyes guy. I gotta run Red Eyes. I gotta run Full Metal Dragon. He's not the main premise of the deck. Actually, he's very much not like he's very much like a last resort type card. Because he's exceptionally powerful, but he struggles a little bit by himself. So he is a last resort type of card. If, you know, I have a dragon, a random Bystial on field that's been outed, or if I have a random, you know, Fiendsmith Engraver that I've summoned, or if I have a random Fiendsmith, you know, spoiler warning, Disarray that's been outed, you know, what if they drop lit it in? I'm like, well, shoot, I can't do anything with this card now. Might as well tribute it for Metal Zoa. It's 2 pops. You know, it's pretty solid. So I've actually never covered Zoa on the channel. I've covered Full Metal Dragon a lot, but Zoa never covered before on the channel. This card is basically a Ryziel Detonator, I'd like to say. On monster effects, you can target one card on the field and just pop it twice per turn. It's a solid card. And with Metamorph, it really helps with keeping the card on the field and alive, because it cannot be destroyed by battle or card effects, and it gains 600 attack. So it gains 400 attack, sorry. So it becomes a 3400 monster. So pretty good. Obviously not better than Full Metal when it comes to attack or effect. I think Full Metal is still the superior monster, but Metal Zoa does have its place in the meta. At least in this deck, it actually saved my butt at locals last time. I managed to just get a lone Engraver on field, and my opponent was like, well, I guess I win, and then I summoned Metal Zoa, and I was able to stop them from going into Ryziel plays. So, it really did help. I was able to stop their duo drive, because they thought his pop effect was once per turn. I did say it was twice per turn, but it's fine, because a lot of effects are just once per turn, so twice per turn is just weird. Either way, solid card, really powerful card. That's my little Metamorph package, and this is the engine. It's a lot different than I'm usually used to playing. It's very combo heavy. I've played Memento, as stated before in the channel. I still haven't made a Memento deck list. I'm actually letting a friend of mine borrow my Memento deck soon, so I'm not able to actually give you a deck list on Memento yet, but I am very well versed in the deck itself. I do love Memento. It's one of my favorite archetypes of all time. But yeah, so that's kind of what it comes to like this deck, or at least the engine. Now time for non-engine. I have a lot of level 8s. I believe I counted 7. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8s on the main deck, so I decided to run 3 trade-in, just to kind of help out with keeping the deck consistent. Like, let's say I have a Happy in my hand and a trade-in, like that's 2 draws, and then that can get me some engine. Any 2 cards is Moon, which means Fiendsmith engine. But yeah, I'm running 3 trade-in, and then also triple Tactics Talents, since this deck is most likely going to get hand trapped at some point. I think Talents is pretty good in the deck. It's, you know, good for hand rips. You can stop their plays. But, yeah, that's kind of that. Then I'm running 1 Call by the Grave for those pesky hand traps, you know, if we ever draw it. And speaking of hand traps, I am running 3 Ash Blossom. Oh my god. Yeah, 3 Ash Blossom, 3 Droll and Lockbird, and 3 Infinite Impermanence. I think in this format, you can swap Droll with Nibiru. I think Droll, when it comes to silver bullet cards, Droll and Nibiru are pretty interchangeable. I think it's just matchup dependent. Like a deck like Malice, Droll's not going to do much to. But a deck like Nibiru is just really good in this format. So, I actually might switch the deck to have Nibiru in general. Like, I think I might just do that myself. But Nibiru is not really good by itself. You need another hand trap with Nibiru to kind of like make it worthwhile unless you hit them in the right spot. That's kind of where I am when it comes to like the deck. But either than that, I'm just gonna grab all the cards. Screw putting them in order. There's no need for order. Only chaos. But that's kind of the main deck. It's 42 cards. I think it's really solid. You get a lot of worthwhile Oh, I forget to mention one thing about Rite of the Airsimere. You cannot activate the effects of normal summon monsters. So that's kind of the one anti-synergy with Lacrima, but I'm not really using that effect because I only own one engraver. So that's the deck, the main deck at least. Now we're going to go on to the extra deck. So the extra deck I actually am pretty proud of. You know, you have your Fiendsmith extra deck, you have Disarray, you have Necroquip for your fusions. These are the two fusions I'm running in the deck. Disarray is a basically an Omni Negate. It is basically Forbidden Droplet on crack, kind of. You get to non-target negate. I think it's targeting, actually. Hold on. No. Non-target negate the effects of face-up monsters on the field equal to the link ratings you have equipped to this card. Pretty good. Pretty good boss monster for Fiendsmith. There's the other one, Rextremende or something like that. Rextremende. And I'm not running it just because I have tracked, and that's usually what you fuse to make that, I think. But I just don't have another engraver to make that worthwhile. If I had two engraver, I would totally run that card. And that card just basically is like, oh, it's unaffected by everything. So that's pretty good. Unaffected by opponent's activated effects in general, just straight up. And if it's destroyed, I think you special summon a fusion monster, so you special summon this guy. I think I haven't looked at the card really, but if I ran another engraver, I would think about running it. But just right now, not really in my ballpark to run. And Necroquip is just an extender. If you have a fiend monster with a monster equipped, you can contact fuse this card. It's a level 6 that can go into Caesar. And it can also draw one card if a card is sent from hand or field to the graveyard. And that really works with King Sarcophagus. You can get a draw off that. Next we have Fiendsmith's Requiem, Fiendsmith Sequence, and Agummonde as our links when it comes to the Fiendsmith engine. Pretty solid standard Fiendsmith package when it comes to the links. And Moon. Sorry. Moon, and if we're running Moon, we have to run Underworld Goddess. So that's kind of our Fiendsmith links. In general, it's a pretty solid little package. Requiem gets you Engraver, quick effect, tribute this card, especially Engraver from deck, and you can equip this card to any Fiendsmith card, or any Light Fiend on the field to, I think it's any Light Fiend? Let me see. You target one non-link Fiend monster you control. One non-link Fiend. So basically, Necroquip this guy. Necroquip are these guys, or Engraver, or Lacrima. Not the banned one, of course. And they gain 600 attack. I think it's a Fiendsmith monster against 600. I just looked at the card. It just gives 600 attack in general for any Fiend monster that it's equipped to. So that's pretty solid in my opinion. Then you have Sequence. Sequence, you can fuse monsters from your graveyard, shuffling them back into your deck to fuse any, I believe it's Fiendsmith Fusion, which is how you get Disarray out. Oh, shoot, I just threw my card. Yeah, and then you can also, just like Requiem, you can equip Sequence onto a Fiendsmith card you control while on the field, and then you are able to, it cannot be targeted by card effects if you equip it to a monster. So Disarray becomes untargetable by card effects if you have it equipped with Sequence, and that these two give it 3 negates, basically. And then you have Agummonde. This gives it 6 negates if you manage to have all 3 equipped, but usually because I'm only running 1 engraver, I can only get the 5 negates. Only 5 negates, am I right? Only 5 negates. Agummonde is pretty cool. Basically, to link 3, you usually link these two. Basically, you're able to target a non-link Fiendsmith monster on the field. Let me just read the card just to make sure. Once per turn, quick effect, you can target one non-link thing on the graveyard. Special summon, if you do equip that card, you control this monster, the equip spell with the following effects. It gains attack equal to the link rating times 200. 600, sorry, times 600. And the equip monster attacks the defense monster, it does piercing damage. Pretty good. This makes Fiendsmith Engraver gains 24, so 52? I want to think 52. Yeah, 52. It gains 24 because it's 18, so 48. 46. Oh my god, I can't do math. Sorry. 18. It gains 1,800 attack points. So, the amount of attack points it literally has. Oh my god. Oh my god, I just realized. Link 1, 600. Link 2, 1200. Link 3, 18. My god, I'm freaking stupid, bro. No way Konami planned that, by the way. No way they got some random normal monster and said, you know what? This guy has 1200 attack. We'll just slap him on a Fiendsmith engine. You know? That's the, what card is that? Something in Darkness. It's a zombie card, though. It's not a fiend card, but it's a zombie card. Something in Darkness. But it's cool that they gave it extra new life in the Fiendsmith engine. But either way, Moon, basically any 2 effect monsters gets you a Light Fiend, which gets you into Fiendsmith Requiem, which is the Link 1 material. And then Moon, you can target one card in the field and use it to Link summon a Link 5 monster. Anyway, when it comes to other links, I'm running 1 SP Little Knight. You know, it's one of the best cards in the format. Well, one of the best, like, toolbox cards. Not best cards in the format, but one of the best toolbox cards. It's pretty powerful. And then we have 1 line of the Light Charmer. This card can be swapped out with Dark for the, you know, Malice matchup, but I really just am running Lina just because it's generally better. It is just generally a better card. Now, we go into our rank 8s. We have ourselves 1 Zombie Vampire. We have 1 Hope Harbinger. I'm just going to slide these up a little bit. Oh, sorry, Lina. There we go. 1 Hope Harbinger. It's a spell trap negate. This lets you send 4. Each player sends 4 cards. You can special summon a card. This can be good to going into Fiendsmith engine with Moon. Hope Harbinger is really powerful as well because you're able to get a spell trap negate pretty good. We have 1 Dingirsu. It's a send, so it's a little board breaker. We have 1 Highway King Caesar for a level 6 engine since we are running the Engraver, the Necroquip, and the Bystial, so this can easily get into, well, we need 2 level 6 Fiend monsters. The Necroquip and the Engraver, which gets you into this, which allows you to get a special summon negate. Not once per turn. Then we have the 1 Typhon, and because we have a level 4 and a level 6 in the deck, I am running Chaos Angel. So this is the extra deck. It is pretty good. I think it's pretty good at least. Has the rank 8 toolbox. It's got a lot of link potential when it comes to the Horus cards. A lot of times the Horus cards can just go into your Fiendsmith engine. Necroquip's really powerful. Necroquip's just a good extender in general. It gets you pretty good interaction and power. But now we're going to go into our extra deck. So for the extra deck, I'm running 3 Chaos Hunter. I'm running 1 Artifact Lancia. I would run more. This is Malice Hate. Artifact Lancia is pretty powerful, but I would run 1. I'd run 2 more Artifact Lancias. I just don't have the other ones right now. I have other cards in here that are kind of just like, I'd get rid of you for an Artifact Lancia. I'd cut this card. I'm actually looking at the cards right now. But these aren't the cards, but I have Lava Golems in the deck. Level 8s, they're good going second, and you can trade them in if you know if they don't have the, oh my god, I can't freaking talk. If they don't have 2 monsters on field, you can just trade them in. But Lava Golem's fun. It's a little classic card. I'm running 3 Forbidden Droplet. And these are some cards that I actually don't think you need. I have 3 Solemn Judgments. Pretty solid card, especially when you're super heavy back row and you can't get into your, what's his nuts? Wandering Griffin Rider. That's a good Omni negate for any spell trap removal. And then we also have Lightning Storms. So that is the extra deck when it comes to, you know, the power. I definitely would cut the Solemn Judgments for 2 more Artifact Lancias and maybe adding a Fiendsmith in Paradise, allowing for a little more plays, or maybe even a different, maybe some other, you know, fun tech cards I can add, like a Change of Heart or something else for going second. I don't know, but in general, that is the deck. I hope you guys enjoy. I actually really love the deck. I think it's really fun. It's weird. I didn't think I'd like this deck at first. I mean, I love Imseti and I love the Horus cards. So that's kind of like where the first thing started. I've always wanted to play a Fiendsmith. I actually was crazy. That was crazy. I just guessed that. You know what? No, that was on purpose. That was on purpose. But it's actually crazy. I actually got the Fiendsmith engine in here. I actually like Fiendsmith a lot when it comes to like concept. I'm a big Devil May Cry fan, so I will be watching the Netflix show. I will be watching the new show when that comes out. I am super excited for that. Sorry, I'm just getting the goats of the deck out. But really excited for the Devil May Cry show to come out. But this is Yu-Gi-Oh! So I've been always a big fan of... Oh, wait a minute. I almost forgot about, my favorite card in the deck. I almost forgot about him. Yeah, I am really excited to play this. I mean, I do love this deck. It's really fun. Oh my god, I lost my train of thought. I love Devil May Cry, so I love Fiendsmith. I know it's been getting a lot of hate. It's probably going to get hit on the ban list. Specifically, I think Moon's going to get banned. That's my guess, that Moon. It's a common. It's pretty good. Moon just equals Fiendsmith engine, so, there's that. I've always loved the Adventure engine. Funny enough, actually, before when I was really bad at Yu-Gi-Oh, I thought the Adventure engine was busted because I only played Red Eyes Fusion and, Griffin Riders and Omni. So I had Red Eyes Fusion and they Griffin Rider me, and I'm like, well, shit. I can't do anything. Adventure engine's broken. I can't beat it. So that happened. I've always loved the Horus engine, as I said multiple times. I'm a big fan of the Black Flame Dragon. I actually have a big wall of Yu-Gi-Oh cards, and the Black Flame Dragon is on there. I love the Black Flame Dragon a lot. He's really cool. And I'm a big fan of Egyptian mythology because I am Egyptian myself. I love Horus. It's just a really cool engine. I think it's one of the best engines, out there. I think it's really good. Actually, no, it loses really bad to any shifter or any card that just says, nah, you can't special from grave. Funny enough, it doesn't lose to Bystial though, because these guys aren't activated effects in the graveyard. They are just inherent summons, so Bystial does not stop Horus. It does stop in Fiendsmith though, but I'm safe from Horus. Bystials are just really cool when it comes to they're really good this format, and they're also just really fun to get out. And of course the Metamorph package just really utilizes all the cards, these two engines the best, that just kind of get you an extra extension, which I think the Metamorph package is really good with. It's just getting that extra extension just to keep your game going. When they think you're down and out, you can just extend into Metamorph, and that just really helps. I think in the long run, that just really does help. But yeah, overall, that is the deck. I hope you guys enjoyed. I will be posting a combo video, hopefully soon, about this deck. I'm still debating on the specifics on that, but I am hopefully going to be posting a combo video pretty soon about the deck. To just really in general get the deck situated. Just to show off how the deck plays, because it is really complicated. All the combos in this deck are super duper complicated. I'm sure anyone who knows Yu-Gi-Oh knows when they're just looking at this deck list, they're like, god damn, his turns must take 10 minutes. Not actually though. My turns do not take 10 minutes. I am not a slow player. But yeah, either way, let me know what you guys think of the deck list. If there's anything you think would be changed. Of course, I'd add more engravers before, people say. Of course, I would have more engravers, but if there's anything else you guys think would be changed, let me know. I'm open to suggestion. Of course, the deck is... I don't think I've seen a deck out online that's kind of like it. I haven't really searched up much about it, though, so I might completely be capping, and I see someone online who has Bystial, Fiendsmith, Adventure, Adventure, Horus, and then something else in it, Labyrinth? I don't think Labyrinth would work. No, it would not work. But yeah. Also, I found it funny. My favorite decks are always DM era decks. I don't know why. I love DM era, and Horus is a DM era card. So, it is a DM deck. A lot of my friends have been making fun of me about that. They're like, man, you just love playing DM era. And I'm like, oh, I guess. I guess. You got me there. But either way. Again, thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. Please like and subscribe. Comment down below what you guys think about the deck, or what you guys think I can add, or if you're having a good day, or if you just want to talk, comment down below. I'll be glad to talk to anyone who comments. And thank you again, guys. Hope you guys have a wonderful day. And if I don't see you, hopefully I see you later. See you when I see you guys. Peace. Have a good night.